Hello, hi, welcome. This is Karthik Naidu, your franchise business coach. If you're watching me for the first time, I'll give you a quick introduction about myself. I'm Karthik Naidu. I'm a lawyer turned educationist and a franchise business coach. I'm the founder and CEO of White Petals Chain of Schools. I love reading books, I'm a movie buff, and I'm on a mission to help 10,000 business owners scale up using franchise system. Yes, I strongly recommend the franchising system for every single business owner because that is the way they can scale their business. However good the business is, if they're doing excellent in one location, they are going to be living in that one location. But when you use the franchise system, this is the only ultimate way where you can use this particular vehicle to go and scale up your business into 100x, 1000x, and sky is the limit. Okay, and that's the reason I focus completely on franchising the business. I'm a franchisor myself, and that's the reason I'm here and endorsing entire thing. Okay, I have a community. If you're watching me for the first time, I have a community called the Franchise Ecosystem Hub. Okay, I have a system where exactly anyone can use it, any business can use it to scale their business using this particular model. Okay, so I'm here in front of you in this new video. So let's see who's joined us. So before we go forward, I would love to know about you. Okay, so just go ahead, type in your name, which city you're from, and what do you do. Okay, so these three things are very important. What is your name, what do you do, and which city you're from. Okay, so all these three details, I would love to read all of your comments below. Okay, so today is going to be a very special day. Okay, I'm going to be picking up some topic which is very interesting, especially for business people. Okay, so if you're running a business, in this particular video you will be able to actually crack the formula of about what the franchise world is. What happens, a lot of people when they attend my masterclass or inside my particular hub, there is a small confusion. People inside my coaching system know exactly what this vocabulary is, but when it comes to the people listening to the first time or who are trying to scale their business, they always have one single doubt that what is this words. Okay, so they are confused with a lot of business terminologies and the terms, but in this particular video I'm going to be clearing all of those, and I've come up with a very interesting topic. We have Shweta and we have Tiraka Sundari. That's amazing. It's lovely to have you, and let's go forward. I will share what the topic is. I'll be exactly explaining you what the things that you have to be noting down. Okay, so let me just take you to my mind map, and the topic for today is going to be 5 golden words of the franchise world. Okay, so how many of you are aware of franchising system and franchise business? Okay, to put a very simple context, it is nothing but you run a business model. Okay, it is successful and you want to grow it. Okay, you can obviously not be in 10 locations at one time. Okay, you can be an expert. Okay, you might be running a restaurant, you might be running a preschool, you might be in the education sector, you might be in the hospitality, you can be in any perfume industry, you can be in the garments or any business for that matter, even home-based products or services. When you go forward and when you open 10 different branches, which branch are you going to be sitting? It's a very tough question to answer, right? I mean, you will not be able to sit everywhere, and to manage all these 10 places is not possible at one time. You have to be running around from one branch to another branch, and the solution for this is franchising. If you have a good business model which is actually working and people would really want your products or services, because ultimately it's about what people want. If they are willing to actually buy your products and services in different location, instead of you going there, unknown geographical location, not understanding the local market, going and establishing a store there and running it is not a good idea. Instead, what you can do, you can give your business model to one of the person who's from that particular geographical location, who knows people around, who knows the local business, and he's a localite of that particular place. When he goes and endorses your products and services, people get into him and they connect with him and then go forward with the products and services. And that is what exactly is called franchising in a very simple terminology that any person should be able to understand what this concept is. Okay, so today's topic is going to be 5 golden words of franchise world. What happens? Vocabulary is very important. I always believe that you should know what the terminology means. If you're not able to connect with what exactly the word is, it's very difficult to understand a conversation. So what I'm going to do is it's almost like ABCD of the alphabets, where I'm going to tell you that if somebody is talking about business, entrepreneurship, or coming to franchise system, then these 5 words are ultimate. Okay, you need to know all of these 5 words, especially in the world of business and franchising. And that's why I put across all those 5 words, and I'm making this particular video so that you will be able to understand when you go forward that what these 5 words mean, so that you are educated and you understand a conversation relating to business or franchising in the franchise world. Okay, I've listed down about 5 words, and I call these the golden words that you have to know the meaning of each and every single word, especially if you're a business owner who's trying to look and scale up your business. This particular video is for you. Okay, the 5 different words, okay, I'm going to be getting down into is, the first one is franchise. Okay, a lot of people get confused with what this word is, but I'll be getting deep and explaining you what it means, and after this video you will be a person who will know all the meanings of these 5 golden words. The second is the franchisor. Okay, and the third word is franchisee. Okay, and the fourth word is going to be royalty. Okay, and the 5th golden word is going to be ROI. Okay, I will repeat all the 5. These are the 5 golden words. If you're having pens, papers and notepads, make a quick note of this, especially if you're a business or into that business space, because this particular knowledge is super valuable. Okay, this is like a foundation which not many people would actually tell you what it means, so that once you know about this, it's easy for you to understand that what these 5 golden words are. Okay, so the first word is going to be franchise, the second is going to be franchisor, third is going to be franchisee, fourth one is going to be royalty, and 5th one is going to be ROI. I'll be getting down deep into all of these 5 concepts. I'll be telling you what it means, so start making notes and let's start the topic. Okay, the first one, franchise means, okay, you need to understand that the franchise word means the entire business model. For example, you go to any store like KFC or McDonald's or any other store, Starbucks or anything for that matter. Once you get in, you call the entire business model as the franchise. That means you say that, okay, there's a McDonald's branch there. Okay, that's what customers say. But when you're into business, you say that there's a McDonald's franchise that's coming up. That means the entire business model is going to come up in one place. Okay, that is what is called as franchise. This is the very simple terminology you need to understand. Franchise means it's not the person, it's not anything else. It means the entire system. That means whatever business they're running. Okay, you might be running a garment store, you might have one shop. Okay, now you're going forward and expanding your business. You will say that, okay, I'm going to have one store in Bangalore. Okay, so the first store what you open is going to be the franchise store, and that particular store or the business model entirely is called as franchise, and it will be called as, the whole system will be called as franchising. So when you go forward from one part and start making that expansion, it will be called as franchising. Okay, the second important word is going to be franchisor. Who is exactly a franchisor? Because franchise is about the business model. The franchisor right now means, okay, it's about the person who grants the permission to run your business. That means, for example, if I'm the founder of one company, okay, I have my business model which is working very good, and I decide, okay, let me go forward. I will give my business model to a new person. Suppose you want to start a business, you're right now employed, or you might be in any other job, so you feel, okay, I'm done with working for others, let me start something on my own. For you to go and start a new business is not going to be easy, because 90% of startups fail. Okay, when you start from scratch and when you start to build it up, it's not easy, because 90% people fail when you do something on your own because of the lot of probabilities. Okay, but a franchise brand can be established only after the successful business establishment. That means they start a business, they run it successfully. After you run it successfully, then only you can franchise your business. So a person who's looking to start something on his own or her own will go forward and say that, okay, this business is doing good, so I also want to do it in my particular location. So give me this particular business model, so I will open one branch or one store in my native. It can be a tier 2, tier 3 city, or even the metropolitan cities, doesn't matter. So once the company agrees, the company and the founder will say that, okay, fine, I will give it to you, but I have some terms and things that you need to agree on. So the person who's starting off from scratch will say, it's fine, because you are already an established brand. People know about you. So when I put my store there, I don't need a lot of advertisement. People will know already your brand and they'll come to me to buy it. So the advantage for the person who's starting a new business has more. So the person who is granting it, or the company who grants it, is called the franchisor. Okay, I will repeat that thing. That means, see, one particular business model can be owned by one single person or by the entire company. Suppose there is a company which says that, okay, these are the businesses that we run and we are successful. We are willing to franchise this particular system to a lot of people. Okay, so there would be about 10-15 people who will come forward and say, I want to start a business. So this company or the person who invented or who started that particular products and services, and he will say that, okay, I'm going to give you go forward and sell it in your particular location. Okay, so this person who is giving it becomes the franchisor. Okay, the franchise is the whole system. The franchisor is the person who grants permission. So he has all the rights, he has all the trademarks, he has the license, and he's the licensor. Okay, he's the person who will go forward and give and grant permission, the company or the person. They are called as the franchisor. Okay, so the third one is going to be the franchisee. Okay, so as I told you, right now, the individual or a company who holds the right to sell goods or services in particular location. So what happens, me being a founder or a company, I will not be able to go to every single city to open a branch. So what I'll do is I will tell you that, okay, this particular city, I will give you the license, I will give you the rights to go forward and start the branch there. Okay, start that particular business. That person from that particular city will say, okay, I will do it. So he comes to this particular founder, the company, he takes everything, goes back to his city, okay, and he starts a new business there, okay, with the same brand name and same products and services. Once he starts, the person who actually wanted to start the business, who went and took a franchise, is called the franchisee. Okay, so the person who is going to start the business from scratch, he did not have any background. He feels that, okay, if I take that product, if I take that company branch and come and put it in my city, my business is going to boom like anything, instead of starting from scratch. Okay, so this particular, for example, I will give you any mobile store. Okay, so suppose he wants to open a mobile store. A new person, he's not aware of where to get the mobile from, how to source that, what is my margin, how to do the marketing, how to sell it. He do not know about it, but he has the investment. So what he does is he goes forward, he invests some 10 lakh rupees, he goes to some franchise brand of mobile stores, a chain of stores. There are a lot of things, right, like Purvika or like Sangeeta or anything. There are many stores coming to who have started their own franchise mobile stores. Okay, similarly, these people will say that, okay, in this particular city, I'm going to give you, go forward and do it. This particular company of that Sangeeta or Purvika kind of a company will go forward and tell him how the store design has to be made, what products he has to display, what should be the pricing, and what should be the billing, how the GST has to be done. Everything, he gets 100% support from the franchisor. So the company who's founded it is gone through all of this drill. Okay, they know the entire wheel, how it works. And that's the reason when a new person joins in, for him, he doesn't have to reinvent the entire wheel. So he will just follow what the franchisor is telling, because they have already been there, they've done it, and they've been successful. So this particular person, the company who's giving it, will establish everything and make this particular person who's invested sit in that particular branch. So the person who invested and who's sitting in that particular branch becomes a franchisee. Okay, there's only 3 levels to it. Everyone can make a note of that. There's only 3 levels to it. One is the entire business is called as the franchise. There is a person who is giving the rights called as the franchisor. The person who is receiving is called the franchisee. Okay, hope it's super clear. After this, whenever you hear the terminology franchise, franchising is the same. Okay, franchisor is another person, franchisee is another person. So do not get confused out of three. Make clear notes, and you can come back to this video and take a screenshot of this particular mind map also, so that you can keep looking at it until it gets into your mind, so it becomes very easy for you to have a conversation with anyone. Okay, especially if you're a business owner looking to go forward and expand your business, I want you to be educated about this basic principle. Okay, the next word is going to be royalty. A lot of people feel that royalty means it's something that they're taking a lot of money and other things, but I want to make it very clear what royalty is. Okay, royalty is a payment given by that franchisee to that franchisor. Suppose I give you an example of the mobile store. The person who went and started one mobile store in his particular town, that person, after making all the sales, he gives one particular percentage to the main company. Why he has to do it? If this individual who did not have any business background had opened his own business, probably he would not be so successful like he is today. And that's the reason this particular person gives a royalty to the company, because they will be managing the entire operations part. That means they will be designing that how exactly you need to sell, how exactly you need to speak to a customer, how to collect it, how to place order, okay, how to handle the issues of return, how about servicing. All these factors come into place. Okay, once it comes into place, this particular franchisee is getting solid support from that company or the franchisor who's giving it. And that's the reason they would have had a commitment between both of them before even getting started on the business, that this is going to be my royalty percentage. Okay, it can vary anywhere between 10 to 30%, 40%. It completely depends on the brand and the person who's taking the franchisee. Okay, they might have a royalty which will be charged. Okay, this particular royalty has to be given by the person who's running that particular branch to the company, because the company is taking care on a bigger investment level. Suppose if I'm running that particular mobile store company, okay, like Sangeeta or Purvika, I say that okay, I'm going to invest on all the training part. Okay, whoever employees are going to be joining in your store in that particular town, I will be training them. Okay, I will help you increase the sales. I'll tell you how to do the marketing. I will market it across the state, across the nation. Everything I'm going to be doing, and people, when they come to you, they will buy it from you because you are available in a local accessible level. Once they buy, this much percentage is going to come to the company in return. That particular fee or that particular payment is called as the royalty. Okay, so the franchisee and the franchisor would have already got into the agreement. Okay, before even starting the business, they cannot change the royalty just like that. Anyone, even the franchisor or the franchisee, both are liable, since they've got into an agreement that this is going to be the expenses and this is going to be my royalty. So it is a duty of the franchisee to give the franchisor the royalty amount. Okay, and similarly, it is the credibility and it's the integrity of the company to give that kind of support and service to all the franchisees, that all the stores who've started up, to give them the right kind of support, right kind of knowledge, right kind of information. So it is a duty and it's an integrity part of that particular company. Okay, the last and most important part is going to be ROI. Okay, a lot of people feel, okay, this is going to be a lot of technical thing, that ROI means I'm not very aware of it and other things. I'll tell you, it's a very, very simple terminology. It's called as return on investment. That means in case you make an investment, so what is your return on your investment? That is all you need to calculate. Suppose you invest in a business about 10 lakh rupees. Let's say a small business, a franchisee comes forward and says that, okay, I have 10 lakh rupees. I will open a beauty salon. Okay, for example. So I'll open a beauty salon. You give me all the help and other things. So once they open that particular salon, the business starts running. The investment made for that particular salon could be, I'm just giving an example, say about, it can be about 10 lakh rupees. I'll keep as 10 lakh as the capital amount. That's the investment that's gone to start this particular business. So once that particular person has invested 10 lakh rupees and started that particular salon, so he has to calculate what is his ROI, that's going to be return on investment. How do you calculate it? Okay, I'm going to give you a formula, especially if you're a business owner or anyone relating to franchise. If you're running a franchisee, if you're already a franchisee or you're already into this system, then this is the way you can easily calculate how the ROI is going to be. I'm not going to get completely into depth. I'm going to give you the basic structure, but maybe in some other video I'll get into how exactly you can calculate the ROI. Okay, the ROI is nothing but return on investment. Please make a note. If you have your pens, papers and notepads, make a note on ROI. ROI is called the return on investment because these are the words that usually are spoken in the franchise world. Okay, I want you to be very clear on these particular words. So ROI, return on investment calculation, can be done in this way. Suppose you invest 10 lakh rupees, as I told you, and you need to calculate what is your profit that you made for the entire year. Okay, you're not supposed to calculate your monthly profit. You have to calculate for the 12 months. Okay, so 12 months, suppose you might get about 1 lakh in first month and 2 lakhs in second month, again 50,000 in the third month. Whatever the income is there, your profits, only the profits, not the gross. Okay, so your profits are going to be there. So once you take that particular profit, and then you can make this calculation. I'll tell you how to do it. So your profit or your income is going to be divided by your capital. That's going to be your investment. Suppose I invested 10 lakh rupees. Okay, and next year I'm going to be showing you a calculation how to do the ROI for this particular amount, and you have to calculate and you have to multiply it into 100. Okay, so what is the money you got in 1 year divided by how much money you put in the first time when you started the business, and into 100 is your ROI. Okay, I'll give you a simple example how you can do it. See, 10 lakhs is going to be your profit. Okay, so 10 lakh rupees is what you have earned out of your business in 1 year. And how much money did you actually invest when you started off the business? I'll keep it as 20 lakhs. So today I'll invest about 20 lakhs. I'll set up the franchise business, and after 1 year on the same day, what I'll do is I'll calculate whatever profits I made for the entire year, and I get a calculation of about 10 lakh rupees. So I made about 85 to 90,000 rupees a month on an average. Okay, so overall I've made about 12 months is going to be 10 lakh rupees. So my 10 lakh rupees profit will be divided by how much I invested, that is going to be the 20 lakh rupees, and I'll calculate into 100. It's going to be as 50%. Okay, I'll show you the calculation how you can actually do it. Okay, give me a moment. So first let me say that your thing is going to be, give me a moment guys, 1 second. Okay, you can do the calculation by yourself in the calculator. It is just like 10 lakh rupees is going to be your profit, and 20 lakh rupees is what you invested. You calculate into 100 is going to be 1%. Okay, so when you calculate this, it's going to be into 100 is going to be 50% is your ROI. That means you already made 50% of your investment in the first year, and the term taken for your break even is going to be 2 years, because you already made 50% in the first year and you're going to be making more in the second year. Even if you make only 10 lakhs in the second year also, still you will be considered as 2-year break even. Okay, note this point, 2-year break even. So if somebody is asking you as a franchisor that what is my break even term, how long will I take to break even, that means this: you need to calculate your ROI and calculate how much time you're going to be getting back this 20 lakh rupees. Okay, suppose let me say that first year you make 10 lakh rupees profit, and the second year you make 20 lakh rupees profit. So right now you know what happens. You're going to be going forward, and then your 10 lakh rupees is going to be your first year, second year is 20 lakh rupees. So both put together is how much? 30 lakh rupees. So 30 lakhs divided by 20,000, 20 lakhs into 100 is going to be your ROI. So your term taken to recover your 20 lakh rupees was just 1.5 years, because in the second year you made 20 lakh rupees. So the 10 lakhs in the first year, 10 lakhs in the second year is going to be your capital that you invested. Okay, so your break even period is going to be 1.5 years as per this calculation. Okay, hope that is clear. Just type in your comments in the comment section regarding ROI, because I'm planning to do a detailed complete calculation video relating to ROI, because this is a deeper subject. The probabilities are going to be changing, your investment, your capital, your return. Lot of questions might be arising to you, that whether it is the gross profit, net profit and other things. I will not be getting down deep into this ROI part, because this particular video is about the 5 golden words of the franchise world. Okay, hope everyone is clear with this particular part. So if anybody is going to be speaking to you about these 5 words, okay, the first one is going to be franchise, the second one is going to be franchisor, third one is going to be the franchisee, fourth is going to be royalty, and fifth is going to be ROI. Okay, let me give you a quick recap of what all these 5 mean, because very, very important. Do not get mixed up between these. Have a complete clarity. Come back to this video if you feel that you were not clear about some concepts. See it again, because I have put across everything in the most simplest way. The franchise is the whole system, whole business model. Franchisor is the person who owns the company, who owns the product, services, and he says, okay, I'm going to give it to other people to run it. He becomes the franchisor. The person who wants to start a business goes to already established company and says, okay, I like your products and services. I want to start it in my town or my city. Please give it to me. So this person who's going and asking that particular company becomes the franchisee. Okay, royalty is the fee paid by this particular franchisee who's taken the store to the company who's providing great support in terms of all. Okay, it can be your training part, it can be your supply, it can be your products, making, manufacturing, everything will be done by the company. So after making profit, in your gross income, whatever profit you make, you pay a small percentage to the company. This percentage is not going to be very huge. It can start even from 5%, 10%, 20%, 30, 40% also sometimes. It completely depends on the business model, the investment, the return, and all of those. Okay, and the ROI is going to be your return on your investment. That means whatever investment you have done, what is your return on the first year, what is your return on the second year, what is going to be your break-even period. Okay, these are the 5 concepts. So what I've done right now is I'm going to give you a clear picture with another mind map to just give you something that you can remember. Okay, so let us say that McDonald's is a franchise. Okay, so this is the company which I was talking about. This particular company deals with hamburgers, let's say. Okay, on a deeper level, it's something else. I mean, they are into real estate and something else. I'm going to be doing a detailed case study on McDonald's. Okay, how they started, how they went forward, and other things. Keep watching out on this particular channel that you will be going through. I'll be getting deep into the concept, how they started, what worked for them, and other things, so that we can use the same formula, success formula, to grow our businesses. So the first is, so McDonald's deals with hamburgers, let's say that. Okay, right now what happens, there is going to be 2 parts. Okay, there's going to be franchisor and franchisee. So the company becomes the franchise. Okay, I told you, right, the business model that is going to be, this is the franchise of McDonald's. So a person says that I want to go and start. So franchisee goes to the franchisor and he will go and ask him that I want to open McDonald's in my particular city. Okay, so the person says, okay, I'm going to give you all the rights and license. So I will tell you how exactly the store has to be done. This is the investment, and you have to follow all the rules and regulations what McDonald's follows in every single branch. And that's why when you get into some McDonald's store, you see everything same, right? Any store you get in, that's the uniformity they stand for. And the company says the business model is called franchise. The person who's giving the rights is the franchisor. The person who owns the entire company or the company itself is called the franchisor. Okay, it can be owned by individual or a company. It doesn't make a difference. Suppose talking about me, I own the White Petals brand. Okay, so when I come forward and when I franchise my preschools to people who want to start new businesses, I become the franchisor. But you know what? I'm not an individual. I'm a company. So my company name is called WPS Education Private Limited. So that particular company grants them the permission to go forward and start White Petals preschool in their particular location. So I become the franchisor because I'm a part of the company. Okay, who's the franchisee? The franchisee is the person who takes the license to run the store. He goes to one particular city, he starts that McDonald's store. So this particular person becomes the franchisee. Okay, hope it's made it very clear to everyone, because this is the main principle, members. I want to tell you, it's not very complicated. It's the simplest way that you can actually put forward. Okay, because I will be conducting deep into this. So I have a system called as the franchise ecosystem model. Okay, so where exactly, if you're running a business of one single store or one single branch anywhere, any business, any brand, okay, if you're running it, I'm going to give you exactly the system that how you can implement, how you can build your brand, how you can go forward, market it and sell your franchisees to people. You become the franchisor, the person who takes it from you becomes the franchisee. Okay, that's all. Your business is going to become a franchise business. Very important, because I see a lot of successful business who are just in that one location. Okay, what happens? They are too good to be in that one location. They might have a great product, great catalog, great services, but what happens? Often they feel, oh my god, I can't go expand in different places. Instead of that, I'm going to sit in this particular place and make this the best. But I want to tell you, that's not the way to grow. Okay, you might be the best already in that particular location, but going forward, I want to tell you that if you're not going to be scaling up and growing, we cannot be the next Oyo. Okay, we cannot be anything else like franchise brands. If Oyo had thought that, okay, I'm going to take only my city hotels and do it, today Oyo wouldn't be the largest hotelier chain in the globe. Okay, today an Indian boy who just started off that company and who's gone global is only because of the idea of expansion. So there are two different parts. Okay, it's not about the expertise of running one branch, it's about scaling the business, and it's the easiest to do because you don't need to invest so much of money that you invested on your first branch. Because to start a new business, you need to put in a lot of capital, but to go forward and franchise your business, you hardly need any money. Okay, to put across your percentage, maybe you'll invest only about 10 to 20% of the money what you actually invested to start your one store. That's all investment you need. Suppose you started a business with 50 lakh rupees. Okay, you put in all the money and do it. You probably will require about 10 lakh rupees, max 5 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees to go forward and start your own company and start your franchising system. Because it is a system where you will actually make your return going forward. It's not about that you go and spend your money right away. So once you start acquiring new franchisees, you get in the franchise fee, and then you get in your royalties. It's a whole system. So that this is going to be a position which is going to be placed on top of your current business, your one branch. On top of that, if you want to build an umbrella, if you want to build an entire ecosystem, then franchise is the way to go forward. Okay, I hope this particular video gave you a lot of insight about the franchising system and franchise industry. If you resonate with this, and if you're a business owner who's running a business and you want to know more about this, then I will invite you to my masterclass. Okay, it is called as the Franchise Business Masterclass, that happens quite often depending on when it can be done. So what I want you to do is, I've shared a link in this particular video. Just go and click on that. You will go to a landing page. Okay, you will go to my website. In my website, all the details will be given, that when my next masterclass is happening, what you will be learning, and why you should attend this. Okay, if you resonate with this, and if you want to learn more about this franchising and franchising system, get into my masterclass. I invite you, click on the link, register, and I will see you inside the masterclass. Okay, so having said that, it was wonderful to have you everyone here. If you have any questions relating to the entire session, whatever we had in this video, please go ahead, type in the comment section. I will personally come back and reply to you, because I want you to be very clear on this particular concept. So having said that, that's about it. I will be winding off for the day. You have a great week ahead, and go ahead and scale up your business, because you're too good, your products are too good to be in just one location. Take them nationwide and take them global. Having said that, I will be ending. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.